Today, William Comey, the FBI director, announced that the FBI will not indict Hillary Clinton for the email leaks of security emails, basically emails that had that were considered secret or top secret, all that stuff. That they were not going to indict her, but she was still. He did actually mention that she had mishandled or was careless with the emails, and that she put the emails in a place where they're basically open for anybody to take them, for anybody to take that information. He didn't really go into specifics. I mean, he wouldn't have gone into specifics, but I found it interesting because it kind of shows what happened today and what happened last week. What happened, I believe, it was last Monday. Kind of shows the corruption of Hillary Clinton, of the Clintons in general. Bill Clinton stepping on that plane, talking to Loretta Lynch, basically waiting 30 minutes for her flight, and keeping it secret to a certain extent, but still kind of blatantly doing this in a public place, thinking that they were not going to get caught. Just shows how the Clintons think they're above the law. I mean, everybody probably thinks that the government, in a way, is corrupt, but this blatant, I mean, to me, it shows that the Clintons basically have gotten away with so much that their humility has gone away, where they basically they don't even think nothing can hurt them at this point. That everybody is basically bought by the whole system is bought. And I was looking at this case and I was thinking, well, what about the other guys, other high-profile people that are in trouble by the government for leaking secrets or leaking emails or documents and all that stuff? I'm talking about Edward Snowden and Bradley Manning, or Chelsea Manning, however you like. Talking about those people. Okay, and I was thinking about what's the difference between those people and Hillary Clinton. And if you go by what the FBI director said, basically if she had actually put these secret documents or secret emails onto in a place where they could be basically taken by anybody, by our enemies or by anybody who want to hurt our security. What's the difference between the allegations they're making against Edward Snowden and against Bradley Manning? Now, I was thinking about the difference, and to me the difference is really simple. I mean, Edward Snowden had a very principled idea. He was going against the rules at his office, but against the security rules, basically, the ones that Hillary Clinton violated. But he was doing it for a principled reason. He was doing it because he believed that the NSA was going against the Constitution. Now, that they were going against the right to privacy, basically. And the leaks that he made prove that the NSA is actually invading your privacy as an American citizen, which they're not supposed to. They're not supposed to be spying on American citizens, but they are through the internet. And that's what Edward Snowden released to the public, which is against the Constitution. Now, the case of Bradley Manning, I don't remember. I think it was he was doing it because he was against the actions of the government overseas. I don't remember, so I'm not going to go into that. But interesting enough, those are both principled reasons to do stuff. And in the case of Hillary, the problem I have is that if she did leak this information, whether she leaked it or was done, she mishandled this information. The problem that what they're saying in the media is that, well, because the people are saying, well, that, what the FBI said, the announcement says basically, if you're a Republican, it says basically that she did wrongdoing, obviously, And if you're a Democrat, you would say, well, no, it's okay because she just didn't know. She was being careless. Well, that's completely bullshit. The fact is, if you work for the government, you're dealing with security documents or emails or whatever that have a security clearance or a security label, or um, you're actually taught how to handle those uh, those documents. You have to be. That's procedure. Um, I mean, I think almost everybody knows that. It's not really um, unknown to people. That yes, if you're gonna handle that stuff, there's like a school where they teach you how to deal with with the files, with emails, with all that stuff. So she should have known. If she didn't know, which I'm surprised if she didn't know, I really doubt that. Then somebody below her would have known what to do with those documents. So the fact that those documents are just thrown out there um, to an open place where anybody could get them just tells me that yes, she was careless. Obviously, either she was extremely careless or she didn't care, which in itself is a crime, because carelessness shows that she doesn't care. She doesn't care about the security of this country. She doesn't care about all that. That's basically what that means. And if it's the case that she blatantly put those documents there, um, that's a whole different thing. That just tells you that she is doing something. She's either theoretically she's trying to get rid of secrets for some reason. She's trying to hide for something else, or maybe she's giving those secrets to somebody else. Okay, so there's a lot of issues here. And what's weird is that the FBI director would have, it's obvious that from last week's meeting that Bill had that these people are basically bought. There's corruption. This is corruption in the government, blatant corruption. Okay, but the fact that the FBI director was not going to indict her, to me shows corruption. But at the same time, he tells you that, well, yes, she was careless with these emails. It's almost as if he's saying, yeah, we're letting her off, but yeah, she still did bad stuff. Um, it's ridiculous. I don't know how anybody, basically you have two guys. It's hypocritical. You have two guys that are being prosecuted or are going to be tried to be prosecuted. In Bradley Manning's case, he was prosecuted. The other guy is on the run for leaking secrets that are danger to our country. And you have Hillary Clinton, who potentially did the same thing, whether intentionally. Well, she did it intentionally. Okay, that's just how. I mean, there is no. I don't see how anybody could say differently. Um, Whether she did it, she was careless, or she did it. Um, she was selling secrets, um, and yet she's free because she's in a position of leadership, and that's corruption. And it's just sad how it's out there in the open. It's just that's why I think people need to think about. It's just crazy. It's crazy how people will still vote for Hillary, even though what this actually means. It shows that she just cares about positions of power, of getting power. And the Clintons have never been told no. They've never been actually. I mean, they've gotten away. They got away with their corruption. And I don't know how that a person like that would be our president.